Okay. Hi, I'm Chris Blakeman. I'm here with Eddie Moore from Koala Cabinets. Eddie's the lead designer with Koala, and today Eddie's going to talk about how to ergonomically fit someone into a Koala cabinet for their sewing needs. Thanks for doing this for me, Eddie. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome. So the issue is, in the mid-19th century, some engineer decided 29¼ inches is the perfect height for all people, and for a sitting height for a desk. 35¼ inches has been the standard height since that time for most countertops. Cutting tables have developed over the years. The challenge with that is that we're all individuals, and designing for a group becomes very, very difficult. We're also dealing with a lot of our customers who are dealing with aging issues, and as we get taller, things change. And so the key is to have a piece of furniture that's designed in such a way that will change with you. And to be able to do that, we have to have more variables. So here's the challenge. This is a 29¼ inch studio made by Koala, which is our standard height. Most ladies that are 5'3" or less, they automatically gravitate to this height thinking that this is the best height for them because they are a little shorter. Well, the challenge is that your eye line dictates everything. So when you start to sew, when you come up to the machine, you have to be able to see to sew. So we're going to use this little brochure and this white line as a seam line. So as I place this underneath the machine and I start to sew, what's going to happen is I'm going to move my head into the position that will allow me to see with my bifocals. All of us at my age and older, we deal with neck injuries sometimes, or stiffness, and moving our head in an awkward position for too long can create headaches. So a lot of times people will set up and they'll get in this perfect posture, but they never sew that way. When they're in this posture, they'll only sew this way if that's where their eye line dictates that they sew, but usually they start to move in like this. So right now, the only variables I have a static top. My floor is also static, there's no adjustment on the floor, so my only variable to do any adjusting at all would be if I had a chair that I could adjust. So as I set up to this, and I get my eye line correct, my bifocals, my eye line is correct right there, okay? Well, as I'm sitting here, then I look down and at my upper shoulders, everything feels quite comfortable. I'm not awkwardly moving my neck. As I work my way down with my body, my feet are comfortable. My knees are at a comfortable angle for me. And everything is about me at this point. If I try to put these in a postured position that someone said is perfect for everyone, that's not what's perfect for me. We have sometimes issues with our knees, even replacements of our knees. So what's best for you? In this case, this is very comfortable for me, and I'm almost 5'10". So if I'm almost 5'10" and very ergonomically comfortable here, it's doubtful a person 5'3" or less would be comfortable in this position. So what happens as we move up in height, we're going to go back to a studio that's built 3 inches taller. It's right back here. And as we get to a studio that is built 3 inches taller, we now have a few more variables. First of all, the range of motion with the top of the cabinet related to the chair, we've just increased by 3 inches, okay? You'll also notice the difference of the floor. We have adjustable, what we call foot control rests that can be positioned at different heights for the operator. So as I set up to this chair, and I would first then raise the chair to a taller height, I would set up to this, I put my feet up on the platform, and then I position my eye line. We have a little extension cord issue going on here. Okay. I would position my eye line to be correct. So in this case, I would need to lower this to get my eye line correct, which is very comfortable right there. Now at this point, this platform is too high for my knees. So I actually would remove the platform and I would sit with my feet at this lower height right here, okay? So again, now at 5'9", almost 5'10", I'm very comfortable in this position, okay? I've really duplicated that position over there, but I've been able to duplicate it because I have the variables of the height of the cabinet, the height of the chair, and the height of the floor. Now a customer, let's say that's 5'10" or taller, and she and she has longer legs, we can build this cabinet without the floor. So we built the cabinet taller, we have the adjustable chair, and her feet, or a person's feet, could go all the way to the floor. But now, another thing to consider, a lot of what people do in sewing is more easily done standing than it is sitting. So at a height of 32¼ inches for a lady that's 5'3" or less, this would be a perfect height to be a cutting table. And why that is, and I'll explain. Well, I'll stand up to the table right here, and ideally, with a cutting table, you want to be standing without bending at your back, but you want gravity to do all the work. You want to stand up so that I get my weight leaning forward and all the weight falls out of my shoulder as I'm cutting without going like this. If I have to tilt, the table's too tall. If I have to bend, the table's too low. And most people that are 5'3" or less, we've learned that 32¼ inches allows us to get them to sit ergonomically comfortable at the cabinet and also stand at it. So now there's another option. This studio over here is built at 35¼ inches. Excuse me. 35¼ inches. And at 35¼ inches, you'll notice again, we have an adjustable floor that can be raised or lowered. So as I'm sitting here, and as you sit at the taller cabinets, what you do is you stand up to the studio, you put your right hand here, you slide the chair under your backside as you step up to it, and your feet are on this platform like this. Again, I adjust the chair to get my eye line correct. Once my eye line's correct, you'll notice my feet fit perfect on this platform. So for me at this height, I'm very ergonomically comfortable while sitting. Again, if I was taller, I would need, or longer leg, I would need to remove the floor. But at this height of 35¼ inches, you'll notice for me that this is a perfect cutting table height. As I stand up to it, I get gravity falling forward, and I just start to cut like this. I'm not tilting sideways or bending this way. So the benefit Koala Studios offers is because we create variables into the studios, it allows the cabinet to change with the person. And again, looking at our customer base, our clientele, this product is designed to be a generational product. It's something you can have a lifetime. 5 years from now, I hate to admit, I'm going to be a little more like this. So I'm going to need to be able to adjust the chair or adjust the floor so that it will fit me. So that's the ergonomic design feature into the Koala Studios. It makes them work for everyone. Thank you for your time.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Eddie.
You're welcome.